What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our third matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. I think that's what I named this, right? Something like that. Anyway, so, real quick, a quick rundown. Took 72 characters with help of you guys with your suggestions. Again, thank you for that. But 72 characters, we put them into a tournament, and we vote. Each day I upload one matchup from this tournament on the channel, except for Sundays. But we vote down in the comments for that matchup for the day, who you'd rather see as a DLC character in Smash Ultimate. Pretty simple. Voting stays open for 1 week. It's a double elimination tournament, meaning, 1 week after the matchup gets uploaded, we get the results for that, and, well, we move on from there. And we go until there's a winner. Pretty simple. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the whole gist of it, right? One vote per person. You can vote for both, but again, the way to vote, down in the comments, simply type the name. One of the two characters, or both if you absolutely want both. But with that being said, usually we start these by going over results, but since this is the first week of a brand new tournament, no results until Monday. Because, well, then, Monday, just this past Monday, we had game 1, Fortnite Default and Scorpion, and so yeah, we'll get that on Monday, but yeah, so we get to move on to the matchup today, match number 3, a very bizarre matchup, I might add. Master Chief from the Halo series, Microsoft, taking on Goku, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so yes, I think I'm starting with Goku, right? Yeah, so, where do you start with Goku? Let's see. Alright, I think I gotta mention this because I feel it's a very valid point. If I don't mention it, somebody in the comments will. Goku is an anime character. Surprise. But Sakurai has stated that anime characters will not be in Smash Bros. With that being said, though, keep in mind, this tournament is still for fun. If you truly believe for that reason that Goku will not be in, just don't vote for him. That's pretty simple. Or don't let it, deter you from actually voting for Goku. Again, fun tournament. If you want to actually see Goku in Smash, vote for him. Do it. I think it'll be fun just to see how people actually kind of, react and kind of talk about this. Do people legitimately want this character in Smash, or is he that joke character that everyone keeps bringing up? Because in Smash Wii U 3DS, very infamous, very famous back then when the first the Smash ballot came out, Goku was one name along with Shrek, actually. So, I mean, take that or how you want, but Goku was up there in terms of, one of the most talked about, most, I guess, requested characters. And a lot of people really took it as a joke and a meme and just ran with that. And, that's how a lot, a huge portion of the Smash fan base actually views this. Now, I'm sure somewhere out there are people that legitimately would love to see Goku in Smash Bros. And I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan, I will admit that, but to possibly see that matchup, Goku against Cloud or Goku against Mario or Link or something like that, that intrigues me. That would intrigue me a bit. So if Goku were in Smash, if he were to be a part of the Fighter Pass, one, it'd be one of those kind of break the internet sort of announcements, right? It would get so much hype focused on Smash Bros. For this, character that everyone thought would never happen. There's quite a few of those characters that we don't think will happen, but if it does, woo, mind blown, right? But so if Goku happens, it does quite a few things. Like I said, it gets a lot of people and a lot of coverage, focusing on Smash. Then it generates a lot of sales, which, that's number 2. Generates a lot of sales, which is what Nintendo does for DLC. They get, they're trying to make money off of this as much as they can. Smash Bros, after all, it's a series that prints money, let's face it. So, if you didn't buy the Fighter Pass and you just went for the Fighter Pack, I'm sure there would be a ton of people who would just simply buy Goku's Fighter Pack. I really can't think of a stage off the top of my head, but I know there's plenty of them that are possible. Plus, he's in Jump Force. There, didn't that just come out in like January, like 2 months ago or something like that? Didn't, and I'm pretty sure that game actually sold pretty well, wasn't it? Like, I think it was a chart topper over in, was it UK? I think so. I'm pretty sure, but very popular. Fight. He's got a move set. So the three big things, right? Moveset has popularity, yes. Relevant, of course. Goku's kind of got it all made, but it all pretty much comes down to, and I hate saying that because I don't want just your vote to come down to, if just because he's an anime character doesn't mean you can't vote for him. I don't want that to be the case. If you want him, if you truly want him, or if you just want him for a meme as well, vote for him however you want. You can vote for whoever you want for whatever reason. It's all good. But I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. So it's kind of like, either way, I'm not rooting for the character, but I'm not rooting against the character. It's just, there's so many more characters way, 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 way far ahead of him that I'd much rather see. And that's kind of the case with his opponent, Master Chief. Boom. Who doesn't want to see Master Chief, right? Just the thoughts of Chief and Mario, Chief, Cloud, Chief, Snake. Think of those matchups you could have. Maybe both characters get in. Chief against Goku. Woo! Right? What's up with that, right? But so Master Chief is Microsoft's Mario after all. And with Microsoft and Nintendo being very friendly, a lot of people are thinking, all right, that kind of increases his chances, recently. And to that I say, I think potentially yes. And I got to mention the tweet again. Frank O'Connor said, Chief is not in Smash Ultimate DLC. But it just because, so Microsoft is also rumored to be bringing over Xbox Live and Game Pass to the Switch as well, which would be absolutely a huge, just huge for gaming in general. That's absolutely nuts if that were to happen. And then if Microsoft ends up bringing over one of their AAA, third-party or I guess technically their first-party IPs, put it on the Switch, potentially there's some sort of rumor going around with the Master Chief Collection coming to the Switch, because I think it's being worked on to being ported over to the PC, Steam or something like that. So if it comes over to the Switch, think of the Master Chief Collection on the Switch for a second. What? That Master Chief Halo on Nintendo console. That's like always been a thing that, people are just like, yep, that can't happen, right? That cannot happen. But Microsoft and Nintendo they seem to be very friendly. And I don't think it's just the past couple months, because look, these discussions about, bringing Xbox Live and potentially Game Pass over to, the Nintendo Switch didn't just happen over time. These started kind of getting leaked out there that these talks might be happening, and this, the event actually might be happening. This has been in talks for, quite some time, I'm guessing. Maybe months, if not maybe a year or more. There's a lot that goes behind that decision to bring something that huge, like Xbox Live or their Game Pass to the Switch and all that sort of stuff. It's not something that just popped up overnight. So if this was, known about when Nintendo picked the DLC back in probably mid-November, late November, when they were picking the DLC characters, if this was, one of the forefront, talks that they were having with Microsoft at the time, if this was one of the front runners for conversation, maybe that influences their decision a bit. Again, I do have to say, though, that Master Chief is competing with quite a few characters from Microsoft itself. Obviously Banjo and Steve come to mind. Conquer, maybe? He's probably a little bit lower down the list, but yeah, Master Chief, if I don't know, if Nintendo picked, because we know Nintendo's the one that picked the DLC, right? So if they were the ones that picked it, and, they knew that potentially Xbox Live, the Game Pass, is coming to the Switch, maybe that kind of influences their decision on who they tried to go after to get the rights to. And I know Banjo, yeah. But I know Phil Spencer's on record saying, more than welcome, they would love to see Banjo in Smash Bros. And I'm sure if Nintendo and Microsoft actually sat down to have a conversation about it, a deal would get worked out, and we, as the fans, would see it and be super happy about it, right? But I think the same could be said about Chief. It depends. And some people are like, well, they're going to ask way too much money. Well, see, that's where the DLC comes into the negotiations. Microsoft can just simply do something like, all right, hey, give us 50% of all the DLC sales. There you go. Pretty simple. I mean, they could work it out, honestly. And what was it? Recently, a few weeks ago, Nintendo characters were appearing on the Xbox One dashboard, which was nuts. I know Peach was on there. I believe Inkling Girl was on there. And somebody's telling me they seen Lucina from Fire Emblem on there as well. So Nintendo characters have been on Xbox. Not their games, but they've had their character appearance on Xbox. So that's a little weird, right? You know, a little partnership going back and forth right there. So kind of cool right there. But let's get back to business. Who are you going to vote for? For me, this one's simple. I'm not a big fan of Goku, and I would love to see Master Chief in Smash. So Chief gets my vote in this one. Hands down, easy for that. Boom, done. All right, so with that being said, that pretty much leaves one question. Who you got? Goku or Master Chief? Type it down in the comments, or if you really want both. Is anyone actually going to vote both? I don't know, maybe. But, yeah, so we will see what happens with this one. The winner of this actually gets... Ooh, the winner of this actually has to face Bandana Waddle Dee in the next round. That'll be nuts. All right, but, so we got that out of the way. We're good. And, yeah, I got another upload later today from the other tournament, which has the results of Master Chief and Sora. So... kind of a double dose of Master Chief on the channel today, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And go vote in that one. So, yeah, otherwise, that is it for this one. I look forward to your voting as always, and I hope we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.